Hey, this is Isaac,
This is Darren.
and we are True Masters and Morons,
playing
playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Last time we arrived and had an awesome speech from Aratak, and now we're gonna go talk to him and find out if he's actually cool or just really good at giving speeches.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good.
Yeah, I don't plan on dying, dude. Duh.
Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Uh-huh.
So much
I'm
speaking.
not even gonna say I'm just gonna jump right into it, huh? All right.
Araya knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
I mean, I've spoken with a shaman. He drank monster blood.
Yeah, that's right. You've spoken with two shamans, and they are both outcasts. I don't think talking about that would be good.
You talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
Yeah,
What
no
is it?
kidding.
A matter for the shamans to debate.
I'm
was
just
like-
gonna kill it.
I just look at these legitimate, like, I don't freaking know.
I don't know. I don't care. My job is kill it.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes, the village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Man, the
That-
Karja really fucked up.
I mean, they went to war on everybody, so yeah.
Right.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me.
I love his arm guard thing.
Survived.
The big old spiky monstrosity.
Yeah.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Well, then you're going to love us.
I'm like, you're gonna love Aloy. She is all deeds all the time.
Like that is actually kind of her jam. She just, goes for the initial, hey, can I know what's happening first?
Ooh. It's different colored.
Some see the tall neck
Oh.
of the frost figures as some sort of spiritual sight. It's just a dead machine.
Oh, the tall neck's dead. That's sad. Whoa.
Why, hello, Purpley Bow.
I'm gonna have to compare these. They require blue gleams, and I assume they're better, but I have to actually compare
Yeah.
more boxes for more blue gleam. So yeah, I'll have to find out what this blue gleam stuff is,
That's what they make all their torches out of.
right?
Are we going to talk to the exclamation mark?
Were fresh in their graves, and
After
our
I find out
bones
what this
were still
interactable is.
It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We
Ah.
also remember the
Oh.
ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones.
Know this voice. Who is it?
Everywhere Banukai
Liam
and
or
Owarak
Liam.
fled,
I don't remember
It's
his last
Liam,
name.
okay.
this tribe
I knew it was
rose
from one of the ones
the
from Critical
high.
Role, but I couldn't remember if it was
Seeking a
Liam
way
or
to defeat them,
Jathy.
Banukai went into the
Yeah,
wastes
Liam.
and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw
Whoa.
it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside,
What do you wanna bet
Banukai
that's the
discovered the blue
cauldron?
light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring.
Oh,
You
I'd say
bid me
yes.
come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banukai. We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must. But the cost will be great. Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream,
Okay.
though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banukai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banukai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banukai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banukai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember
Nice.
Banukai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, who brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
That was
cool.
May
awesome.
you survive
Yeah.
and prevail.
Little bit
Also,
of
that's the explanation for why they all sew those blue things, because the
Yeah.
description of that is my version of corruption.
When
Yeah.
the old ones were fresh in their graves.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When the machines
Yeah.
have been enslaved by the
So,
I was
like,
thinking,
the
yeah, this is
blue-
how they control machines, but I hadn't thought of that. That's right. Yeah, your corruption is
The
blue.
the blue snakes that rise, like
Yeah.
that is 100%.
Ouch.
So yeah, she literally got the blue corruption stuff all up in her, and then was able to control the machines.
That sounds so painful.
But that's why the shamans now sew it into them, is a representation of that.
And if it actually works somehow, that could be how they lured the birds.
Maybe.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm
Okay.
Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din.
Oh.
What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I
Okay.
could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
Interesting.
So Deep Din is a
What's
place
causing the
and
meltage?
a musical instrument.
Right.
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Carja.
Satellite dish?
I'm the drummer now.
No, she's talking
Our
about
battles
pipes.
are
I
few and
think
far
it's an
between.
organ.
Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede.
Her skin quite
That's the
literally
point of
looks
joy.
like cloth.
Or remembering.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
So somebody
Whoa.
something caused a dam.
Yeah.
The only
I mean, I would look up
That
river
way.
first, but that would be a downriver thing,
That is
so.
strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Well, in that case, yeah, look downriver.
Right.
Flood saw to that.
You know what it is?
My first thought was to look upriver and see like if a dam broke, but
Oh.
no, that definitely sounds more like somebody dammed it downriver.
But just Aloy.
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Just Aloy's. My thought for Aloy's reaction to like, but you know, you can look all you want, but what are you gonna do about, you know, how do you ask a river to relent?
The others intimidate you out.
And just her. Oh.
Thank you, old woman that's somewhere.
Thank you, old lady.
Oh, hello. My
Um.
gosh, the people here are stealthy just by virtue of looking the same color as all their stuff.
But her reaction just being, I've asked a lot of things that don't make sense to ask to relent, and it's succeeded, so we're good.
Like you don't even know.
I live to fly in the face of anyone who says you
It can't be done.
Yeah.
Left.
Left, you think?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Up.
Yeah. I saw that yellow thing right there. So
I didn't see the yellow or the white, so.
I didn't see the white, just the yellow. Hooray for yellow, because everything here is white.
Right. Like the snowy ledges don't matter anymore.
Like in hindsight, I guess oh, that's a gross thought.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew. But a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments. Like none have seen.
You haven't met very many artists, have you?
Wow. Can you tell there are stereotypes by the fact that you and I both immediately just went like, ah?
Right?
I've
Oh.
always been a painter.
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Yeah, I know a jerk you might get along with.
Right?
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
Okay, I'm looking for gems that you'll turn into color. Got it.
Yeah. Mineral painting.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean.
It's
That's
so
not
pretty.
the right question, but I'll answer
That's not the
anyway.
right question.
Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings or on a cauldron door.
do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Others like mine are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen if the painting is loud enough.
Does that mean people listen, or are you talking specifically about males?
I'll see
I
what can
assume
find for
people.
you. Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
But I'd reward you as well.
Because I mean, you're not an artist. You're not an artist. I get it. I love how you always have like 100 feet of rope on you at all times.
Right? And it's clearly in like a spool or something, because it
Yeah.
just comes out and then immediately loops back up onto your hip.
Whoop. Okay. Anything? Oh, there's another exclamation point.
Not many of you in the cut, not since the war. Whatever
Yeah.
new machines crawl from that cauldron,
So that
we'll be ready.
that new quest is down there and
Just
in
down there in the woods.
When the old ones were
Machines in
fresh
the
in their
South suffer
graves
their
and
own
our
sort of
numbers were
corruption.
still small. It was
So I think it's just
That
yeah.
looks like a path.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that,
I have to find it down before I do anything.
Well,
There it
that
is.
and an old stone.
Okay, I found it down.
You've chosen a dangerous land to visit, Outlander.
Thank you.
I admire your courage.
Oh, legitimate thank you.
Oh, how that from like I immediately went from like yeah to well, yes.
Thank you.
I am courageous.
Wait a moment.
What up, Kamut?
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light on it.
Well, this would be different if we hadn't done that yet.
It
Yeah.
was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
Sure.
No. More of a tinker?
I mean, apparently he might have
Does not
been.
understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones.
Oh, really?
You don't
Far
say.
north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
You know, it's funny because there's something about the way she said that. It's like, you know, it she's like, this is ridiculous, and also no, really, this is like a very normal thing.
Right.
Ooh, sulfur, hot springs. What's the red?
That's them dyeing clothes. They literally put a red pigment right here and are now sifting the clothes through it to dye it.
Interesting.
Ironically enough,
if
they're
that's a
doing
hot
it yellow over here and red over here, and they're not moving close enough to like blend into orange.
Well, it's kind of funny because if I would looked at this before I saw them, I would have thought, oh, it's a hot spring.
I think it still is, but you're
Like
right.
hot-
It could just be dyed over and over again.
I don't know. Because yeah, I'm like, oh, cold place, hot spring, yeah.
It's still hot because there's heat coming off.
Dye into scrap cloth.
I just think they're so tough, but they've never had to dye clothes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that job. So yeah.
Right. Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, see, there's some sulfur. This is one of your pigments. Yep.
Yeah, so that's light salt. Okay. I can work with this.
All right, so she's dying with sulfur.
Right, straight up. Don't take a torch to your
oh gosh, yeah.
to your paintings, guys. Just don't do it.
Lady, I need you to know that your painting only works because you live in a frickin' frozen
land.
I was gonna say wasteland, but there's a lot of, you know, growth and stuff, but yeah. Your paintings only work because you live in the frozen north. Don't try this anywhere south of here, like literally anywhere.
Why? It will light.
I've seen Banuk paintings on really dry Karja mountains. That's not gonna fly. Hello, little outpost thing.
Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
Oh.
Hi,
May the sun
hello.
grant you a portion of its wisdom, young huntress.
My bones are tired.
Okay.
That
Fuck you
sounds
too?
like, that sounds like someone who got caught. That's what that sounded like. He's like, oh, may the sun grant a portion of its light and wisdom to you, huntress. Well, nobody was supposed to know I was here.
See, what that sounded like to me was like he didn't register as an outlander until halfway through. He was just like the regular greeting of "May the sun bless you its wisdom," but then he saw I was an outsider and he's like, "May the sun bless you with a portion of its wisdom."
Hopefully not too far.
Ah, so
Like-
we're heading for the apprentice, it seems.
I mean, that's what I am on, so it is kind of where I'm headed. I can switch it to something else if you want.
No, I was just thinking about like, where are we going? Are we just kind of wandering aimlessly? And then she said things. I'm like, oh no, okay, we're actually going.
It's
in
like,
the
no,
direction.
I'm slowly headed towards a direction. I'm just also picking some stuff up. I don't really care about that direction though. Now that I see this new symbol on my mini map.
What symbol?
That.
Hi.
What the shit?
Well, I hate, dude. Okay.
Maybe I could override it.
Pairs and provides shock resistance to hostile machines. Stuns overridden machines. Stuns overridden? Fuck you.
Rude.
And then he has a cooling element and the override point. Overriding removes repair and resistance abilities, stuns hostile machines. Oh,
the
I
cooling
can
element?
override it. Those are override points that I can go and use.
Okay, and what's the cooling? Doing something to cooling point does something.
Destroy to remove the ability to repair hostile machines.
So these are those new structures that people were talking about.
Yeah, that's
All right,
cool.
let's sneak up and override it.
Well, our dude to talk to is actually right there.
Oh.
So I
let's do
think
that.
what we'll do
Pulse or signal.
is talk to him next time, everyone.
Da-da.
All
That's
right.
the
Well,
most- this the purple.
I know.
It's
That's
making
the
me think of like, I don't know, Zerg or something Warcrafty.
right. Yeah, and I see that purple glow around them. I don't know that they're demonic because they don't have the corruption around them, but like they are still getting that healing effect of it. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Go ahead and leave us a like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for more Let's Plays. Check out our other channel for gaming lore, link in the description. And thank you so much to all of our patrons for continuing to make these series possible. We will see you in the next episode. In the meantime, this has been True Masters and Morons, signing off.